Pilots, welcome back to RC Air Training Command. We're here at the field with the Durafly Corsair. Really excited about this plane. Finally get a chance to maiden it. Very nice. I really couldn't wait to get this one out here and give it a shot. So we haven't flown it yet. Got our radio on. Flying a Nanotech Turnigy 2200 3-cell. We got XT60s on here and a 35 to 70 C discharge rate. The aircraft looked very nice. I'm flying the orange 6-channel receiver, CG'd very nicely all the way forward. And there's our chime. The new Durafly just was released yesterday and is available now. The Durafly Spitfire Mark 24. Hopefully they like what we do with this video and give us a crack at that beauty. Let's check our direction. High rate's high, up is up, right is right, left is left, and the flaps, the gear tucked smartly away. I will tell you that my silicone tubing for the clevises was a little brittle, so pay attention and make sure you've got some nice solid tubing on there to hold those clevises shut. I used some heat shrink to secure mine. A couple of them needed some attention. Maiden flight of the Durafly F4U Corsair. This is the 44-inch size, and very excited about it. Here we go, guys. Beautiful. Or retract them. Wow, I like it. I can see those lights from here.
Gosh, she's got a quick one.
Let me go ahead and just circle us for a minute, Mike. Let's speed her up. I'm going to take her up high because I do want to do some trimming. She's got a little down tendency at the moment, and that's just, you know, I'm the one who set it up. So no gripe there. Wow, now she's really comfortable. All right, Mike, I'm going to do a Cuban 8. How's she look through there?
A lot. I don't know where you're at.
Oh, back up.
Oh, there you are.
Cuban 8. We got half of it, so we'll call it a 4. I'm going to go slow roll, air show center. Now let's see how stall turn looks on this one. Very nice. I like it. Little tailwind, little pep. The sun decided to cooperate with us, and since she did, I'm gonna go ahead and give some nice presentation passes. I really like this. Normally I fly the bigger planes out here in the grass. We'll see how she does rolling, but you saw I was able to get her off the ground. I have my elevator set to high rate to give me some ground authority, so I could get off the ground. I'm gonna do the same thing when it's time to land, but I'll tell you now, I'm flying at low rates. I'm flying the orange receiver on the Spectrum DX6i, and I've got 25% expo on everything at the moment. Looks very smooth, as well as 70% throw on everything. Wow, nice big loops, look great. We'll do a nice little photo pass here, and then I'm going to set up and try some flaps. Let's simulate a landing approach. Now, what's a good idea with every plane when it's new is finding the limits of that aircraft. I'm going to go ahead and drop the gear, and I'm going to also hit the flaps. and dirty up the airframe and see what how I feel with the slow flight character of this aircraft. Because ultimately, guys, when we're done boring a hole in the sky, we got to land these things. So I'm going to get a real good idea about how I feel she slows down and what her limits might be.
And remember, when you're in that landing configuration, right when you're going to touch down, you are in the slowest possible flight. You have to know the characteristics of what the plane is going to do and how slow, because you bleed off everything you've got when you're coming in for a landing.
Over the barn, chopping throttle now, simulating landing approach. It's sinking in quite nicely. Now I'm going to pour on a little throttle and maintain this descent. Make sure I don't let my nose get too high. You can tell she's going to slow down quite nicely for landing. I'm going to clean up this airframe now. Gear are up, flaps are up. Sorry, Mike, about the sunshine. And we are going to rip the sky a little bit. Sounds like she's fading actually a little bit. My timer is going off. It's been 6 minutes. I'm going to drop the gear and set up for a real landing. Mike is going to be out in front of us, headed north. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Turn my high rates on. Idle power. Settle in nicely. As nice as I can. Try to keep my nose down. Little power, little power. Wow. Excellent. Timer set, flight 2. Durafly F4U. What up?
Uh-oh.
That's how it goes.
Yep.
We'll come back at you and lose the gear. Tucking up smartly. Stall turn, activate. She's very, very responsive on full 100% throw. The manual doesn't tell you where to put them. I put everything on the outside horn of everything. I'm going to switch back to lows because I like the expo and the decreased throw. I think it's nice and fast. Stop power. You know, if any of you guys saw the unboxing or assembly video, if you did want to change the power system, access was extremely easy.
There was a lot of room in there.
Up in the front, very easily accessible. Big barrel roll, Mike. Love it. I love it. I really do.
This one has the right power plant for the right airframe. It's very balanced.
Yeah, and you know, all the warbirds in the Durafly range are using this power system and run off a 2200 3-cell, and it's just perfect. It really is. There's plenty of room for the guy who wants to make a Reno, sorry Mike, figure 8, the guy who wants to make a Reno racer out of it. But I'm full power on an old battery and doing just fine. The bird gets around quite easily on half throttle as well. The lights are nice and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas. Turns, of course, look a little better coordinated, although it's not absolutely necessary. prop, this flap. All right, we're going to make a gear pass and a flat pass and settle into an approach pattern. With our first battery, what we did was we found the limits of the aircraft, kind of got a good idea maybe how slow we can take her. Now we have to make sure we don't go too slow. I want elevator authority for ground handling. High rates are on. Keeping the nose down.
And that's what you call a double landing.
Well, it was either save it or spill it.
I think you opted for saving.
Hey guys, this is what fun modeling looks like. Try to keep my nose down. Little power, little power. Wow, excellent.
So now I noticed that she didn't do too good on the taxiing. So what could you, is there a modification that can be done to get her to taxi? Because she's done really well to get off the ground.
As far as modifications to these retracts, being that they're twist and turn, there's a little wiggle room. The wheel wells are deep enough. If you really wanted to put some washers on the back of the retracts to give yourself that edge, that little helpful edge, you could do that. Once again, the beauty of this thing is if you fly it as suggested with the 2200 power system, it's light enough to handle it. I'm really impressed with it. I really am. And the only thing I'm going to do is get more batteries and change my wheels out. Guys, again, thanks for tuning in to RC Air Training Command. Thanks Hobby King for the Durafly F4U Corsair. Can't wait for the Spitfire. If it flies half as good as this thing, it'll be a winner, and I'm sure it flies even better. It looks amazing. Thanks guys for tuning in. Subscribe, follow us on Facebook. See you next time.